Welcome back. Okay, now we're joined by a serial entrepreneur who's been making waves in the metaverse with his latest project called Meets, a revolutionary new social application that helps you find new friends and great venues all under one roof. We have so many questions. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mohammed Khalid. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We're fine.
Good. Happy to have you join us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so we're talking about meeting people in the meta. Can you just kind of like explain that? Tell us a little bit about that.
About Meets Meta?
Yeah.
So Meets Meta is a metaverse, and for those who are not familiar with the space,
we talk about it all the time, but yet still we appreciate the explanation.
it's basically Metaverse is like a virtual world which you can do like this exact same things what you can do in real life. Of course, we have limitations, but you can just do the same things virtually. And it's the key thing about the Metaverse is you can actually have ownership of the things you have in the virtual world, you know? So it's like if you're playing a game and maybe you might buy a house, like I don't know if any of you are familiar with Sims when you was younger.
Yeah.
You know, once you buy a house in Sims, once you leave that game, you technically don't own that house no more. It's just a game. Well, with the Metaverse and with NFTs, you actually own your virtual assets due to like obviously being a non-fungible token. So so there's many things you can do in Meets Meta. You can tell me.
So I have like so many questions. So is Meet Meta, is that a space? So if I put on an Oculus, I jump into my Meets Meta space and I'm hopefully going to find like-minded people who want to connect in this Meets Metaverse.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not quite there yet in terms of VR. Like, I don't think no Metaverse is really quite there yet. I think everybody's just in early like beta, alpha, just testing stages. We're going full blast with the VR, but we can log into our world or just via your laptop or via mobile or with your Xbox. And a part of the long-term roadmap is to introduce the VR once technology gets familiar with it, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about like the different opportunities that could come out of Meet or that you've seen maybe?
Yeah, for sure. Like right now, our world is running live now. People are there every single day. We have a max capacity of 300 people. Today we'll be going to like 1,000 people. So people are in the world now actively earning cryptocurrency every single day. So instead of like, playing games or hanging out somewhere and not spending money, we actually pay you money to actually hang out, have fun, play games and communicate with your friends. So the opportunities that we're providing, like we have people all around different countries and we're giving them 3 times more than their actual minimum wage in their country, and they're very grateful. Feel like we're doing a bit of a good deed as well, you know. And people are having a good time earning money, and also we're providing businesses as well in the Metaverse as well. So people like for example, we have commercial real estate where people are selling virtual clothes. It's
You have commercial opportunities in the metaverse where if my job is going okay here, but I'm like, I want to make an extra buck, I can jump on to Meta Meets and potentially sell there.
Yeah.
Do I need a license? Or
it's a decentralized space right now. So we're getting everything. Everybody's just getting to grips with it. And,
this is the thing. It's all a learning curve. And how do you create that? What is the infrastructure to create this?
Well, our Metaverse Meets Meta is built on top of it's like a universe. So we have a world built on top of a universe. The universe is called NFT Worlds. That's like the platform what we build on. So this is like a great team. They're one of the biggest in the world. They're definitely the top 3. And I think we checked the other day, I think they're the top metaverse right now on OpenSea. So we're built on top of them, and they're a great bunch of people. Like speak to them very closely, and they're technically like geniuses. So they make it very easy for anybody to really build on top of them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it makes it very smooth. Yeah.
Blown away.
Yeah. I'm honestly curious, like, was this something that was in the works for you for a while? Or was it kind of just like an idea just kind of like sparked in?
No, it's actually pretty organic, to be honest. It was, it started off because I made an app in Dubai. It was called Shisho, but then it went pretty viral. It was done well. So we pivoted into a Web 2.0 application just called Meets, because I wanted a little bit more of a challenge than just like a Shisha directory. So I wanted to, after reading a couple books and about Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, I wanted to have a crack at something a bit more, you know, challenging. So we decided to make an application called Meets, which is out now on Android, but it's going to be out on iOS in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, whilst we was making Meets, this is all about social networking, meeting people in real life. We just had Corona, and we're just getting out of Corona, and I thought, hey, like, it was going to be a bit awkward. Like, how are we going to meet people? Like, let's just make an app that makes it really smooth, like an event planner, but amongst your friends. So whilst we was building this application, I thought, how about if we create a space where the users can actually meet each other in the metaverse as well as in real life, and that's how Meets Meta come along. So it was actually meant to be just an add-on to my app, but now no one's talking about my app no more. Everyone's talking about Meets Meta. So it really took on a life of its own, and yeah, so this is where we are with it.
What are the limitations that you see? You mentioned at the beginning that there's some limitations with Meets Meta. Like, what would they be?
Like, for now, you know, like right now everyone's really wanting to put VR. You know, when people say metaverse, everyone just thinks we're in our living rooms walking around. Walking around with goggles, but we're not quite there yet. So there's a lot of, everyone's still testing. They're building the game engines, and a lot of like technical stuff goes into actually like taking it to that stage. But day by day, it's growing. We're getting there, and like we're slowly but surely we're getting there. But it's just small technical stuff that everyone's working their head around. You know, even like some of the laptops that everybody uses now are not powerful to take so much data all at once. So we're just figuring out ways of just optimizing everything and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you guys have the Meets passport as well?
Yes.
Okay. How does that work exactly?
Yeah, so to make it simple, the Meets passport is like a citizenship, like into our metaverse. But you can come in as a non-holder as well, but you wouldn't really get some of the benefits as a citizen, just like in the real world. You know, you can be a tourist, but you maybe can't buy a house, or you maybe
Not getting that golden visa.
you can't do certain things for sure. So it kind of works the same in our world. So it goes like, if you're a passport holder, there's different rarities, but if you're a passport holder, you get like a mini avatar, which you own as a virtual asset. You have a chance of minting a virtual property, which is, we have villas, we have mansions, we have apartments.
We have the photos here. They look incredible.
Thank you. So yeah, there's a lot of, it entitles you to have virtual real estate. Also, we have like really cool cars in our world, because this Meets Meta is actually inspired by Dubai, you know? It's really, because I just, when I was making this thing up, you know, I was just, my inspiration come from just what I see every single day. Just like, we live in a great city, a great place, you know, with a lot of opportunity. So every single day we're seeing skyscrapers, nice cars, and that's how my inspiration spilled out into this project.
So the passport holders will be able to kind of become owners of these in the city. So then if I go in to meet someone as a tourist and I see a person with a nice car, I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah, you see a tourist just drive past, you see a holder just drive past you, and you, as a tourist, you can't really like use some of these things for sure. And it entitles you also in the future to be like a business owner within our metaverse for sure. So, because we cannot, like, for example, we've got cars already, we're introducing petrol stations already. The petrol stations are going to be airdropped, and the owners of these petrol stations, the people driving the cars, just like in real life, have to visit the petrol station. But we're not going to let the non-holders be owners of the petrol station. You have to be a passport holder. So it's all based around the passport. So
it's all based around the passport. But at the crux of it, it's meeting people.
Yes.
So what has the reaction been like for, especially look, Dubai, I'm in many female-focused Facebook groups, and the subject of dating in Dubai is just constant. Everyone has these crazy stories, and they're not always positive. In fact, many of them are negative, lots of negative dating stories. So is a new type of dating, are people excited about that?
Metaverse that you're
Meeting.
talking
Yeah,
about.
well,
Oh,
yeah.
meeting.
It's a new type of meeting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure, yeah, for sure. Yeah, people, like, I've actually met people in Meets Meta. Like, one of the guys I talk to every single day is someone that I actually met in Meets Meta. Like, I was literally, we had an event going on. There was a football match in the city. I went to go view it like anybody else. I met this guy, and now he's my friend. We talk every single day. He's actually flying to Dubai. We're going to meet him on like May the 8th. So,
oh, wow.
But yeah, as far as meeting people, yeah, it is called Meets. And the whole point of it being called Meets Meta is so you can meet people. So we're going to introduce like social networking interface in the metaverse. So it's going to be like kind of like a Facebook or Instagram, but in the metaverse. So you can have a profile, friends, groups, clans, and create events. Similar thing as the app intends to do in real life, but in the metaverse. That's the unique thing about our metaverse, because you know there's a lot popping out. Everywhere right
So it's
now.
very focused on like-minded people.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, how do you think people will kind of react to Meets? Like, is it something that's gonna be widely adapted by everyone, or is this something that kind of has its like niche audience that's kind of already aware of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, good question. No, definitely. Yeah, well, within the space, people are reacting to it very well, and it's going on great, thank God. But like, as far as you know, like my mum or someone,
Yeah.
we're really thinking of making it as easy as possible. So just to teach people how you can like be in Meets Meta, how we're doing step-by-step guides, because it is going to be a transition for sure. But yeah, that's something I think the whole space in general is working on as we move from Web 2 to Web 3. I think
Yeah.
everyone, you know, like it's like trying to get people like on the laptop back in 2001. I'm sure,
100%.
I'm sure they had a hard task also, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
We're in that transition period.
absolutely.
Just before you leave us, do you think the metaverse will change the world, and how?
Yeah, absolutely. I really do think so. I think it provides a lot of opportunity for people all around the world, even with just the small time we've been in this space. Some of the messages, what we're getting, you know, it's like people. Even one of the people in our Discord, I actually have to tell him. I said, get away from the laptop. Go to the gym and
Wow.
go and do some in real life things, you know, because yeah, it was crazy because he was in there for like 12 hours a day. So, and when I'm in the space, I'm actually witnessing the ripples, the early effects of it, the world changing already. So for sure. And I think like everyone's coming and they're having their stance on the metaverse. Like it's great that we, as I said again, we're in this country. I think it's called VARA, Virtual Assets Management, that's coming out. I'm not quite sure, but I'm in the loop of it. Like it's getting embraced, and I'm sure like if it wasn't revolutionary or going to change, there would have been not much attention spilled on it.
Being paid.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, I think our minds are officially blown.
I learned a lot.
We have some learning, yeah.
Yeah. Try and go explain it back to my mom as well.
Thank you so much. I feel like you're going to be a trailblazer in this industry. It's amazing to see the start of something that's going to be great. So thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Not at all.
Super nice to meet you.
Thank
and
you, thank
thanks
you.
for answering all our tedious questions.
No
The
problem.
CEO of Meets Meta, Mohammed Khalid. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning. Stay safe, wash your hands. Goodbye from me.
And for me.
Goodbye.